Kicking off the list is this incredibly underrated horror thriller on Netflix with awesome performances, really creative lighting, editing, and cinematography, and a tense and thrilling story that keeps you on your toes at all times. I think the only reason this movie isn't higher on the list is because I would categorize this movie more as a thriller than a horror movie, but this still was an absolute blast to watch. The newest entry in the VHS series, this was an incredible entry with unique stories, amazing gore, and a heavy focus on cosmic horror, which I think worked incredibly well in its favor. This might be the best entry of the VHS franchise this decade, and I can't wait to see what comes next. An incredibly unique found footage style film with a career highlight performance from David Dastmalchian, really memorable scenes and set pieces, especially one involving worms, if you know you know, bloody and detailed practical effects, and a really fun and engaging story that, much like It's What's Inside, will keep you on your toes until that shocking ending. Watching this movie in the theater was probably the most fun I had all year. I loved the premise. I really wish the marketing didn't spoil it. I loved the amount of characterization everyone got. The shocking amount of blood and the way people died was hilarious in the best way. And yeah, if you missed this last year, check it out. I promise for us horror comedy fans, this will be your new favorite movie. Yeah, this is my favorite horror movie of 2024. This had amazing tension, dreadful moments, a great story, legitimately disturbing gore, a haunting score, and probably my favorite performance of the year from Nell Tiger Free. If you guys skipped out on this one because it's a prequel to an older movie, I promise you this is way better than you could ever expect it to be. We have 4 honorable mentions to quickly talk about. Cuckoo was a fun ride that made me really like Hunter Schafer, but I really just couldn't fully get into its weirdness. Longlegs was a tense ride, but definitely not one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, like the marketing implied it would be. Speak No Evil is Blumhouse's best movie in a while that truly left a disturbing impact on me. And Smile 2, while it may not have worked for everyone, I thought was a fun and spooky time that made me a lot more freaked out than I thought it was going to. We have 3 dishonorable mentions to quickly go through. Night Swim was probably the most nothing burger movie I ever saw that stretched out a cool short film premise to absolute death. Terror was the most generic movie I have seen in a very long time, and Imaginary was easily my least favorite horror movie of the year, filled with unlikable characters, a waste of a cool premise, and a pace that makes you feel like you are watching a 4-hour movie when this movie is only an hour and 45 minutes long.